It was May 16th, 2021. In my Discord DMs, Z asked if he could have the model to Tower of Cruel Underestimated Parkour, the sequel to Tower of Senseless Eternal Pain. He was discreet about it, saying it was for no reason. I was skeptical about it, but ultimately I agreed to it and gave him the model. Later on in the same day, Z would send a link to a random citadel. I thought it was a citadel that he made pretty fast, but it was different. It was ToSIP and ToCUP put together into one painful mess. Me and my friends skimmed through it, and no one felt like attempting that legit. Well, until Potato caught word of it. So here's a little bit of quick clarification for those who don't know Tower of Senseless Eternal Pain and Tower of Cruel Underestimated Parkour. ToSIP is an extreme difficulty tower that's widely regarded as one of the best extreme towers ever, according to the ZToA community. Somehow. The quality of the tower at the time was pretty good. ToCUP, on the other hand, was basically the opposite. ToCUP is the sequel to ToSIP that was made in secret. However, when people played through it, their expectations weren't really met. It was supposed to be high terrifying, but the jumps were so inconsistent in difficulty that people considered it a catastrophic tower. Still, some people liked the tower despite the quality being worse than ToSIP. The owner of ZToA in particular, ZMan2006OP, had an idea inside his head involving these two towers. And it was going to be bad. Very bad. On that day, Z posted a Roblox link to a citadel called Citadel of Multiple Unforgiving Gimmicks. At first, I was wondering what that was, but then when I actually went into the game, I immediately realized that ToSIP and ToCUP were stacked on top of each other. Several other friends, including Kyle and Veg, also joined, and they were in disbelief. Sometimes I just wonder why Z made this. Anyways, we kinda just left that citadel alone until Potato saw the game and just randomly decided to attempt it legit. I was like, are you crazy? This is ToSIP and ToCUP combined! Nevertheless, Potato persisted. The shocking thing, however, was that she was making really good progress through ToSIP. In fact, even though the place had the camera bug, she got to 8. That was a huge deal. She got to 9 and kept going. Now, put this message in your mind. It's going to be the cause of the main topic. Going into 410, she got past the outside. She went through the 4 sides and reached the roof. Then, it was on to the final jump. Potato, out of nowhere, rebeats ToSIP in the Citadel place. This is the 2nd or 3rd time she has beaten him, and I was pretty exasperated about it. Normally, people would be shocked and congratulate her for doing such a feat. However, this is where the controversy starts. It begins with this message. 3 of them, actually. You'll need to understand the past in this Discord GC in order to follow along with the next few events. In summary, some of the members there didn't take opinions too lightly. Sometimes if you were to make a claim, they tried to fight it so that their opinion was objectively better. This was especially during the times they played ZToA, but it was still there even after quitting ZToA. 2 people that are very much in this list of opinion disrespecting people are none other than Kyle and Coded. Remember, this was May of 2021. Standards were different back then, to say the least. So with Potato calling it a free tower in both a satire and an unironic way, it certainly would have triggered at least one person in the GC. It did. Kyle saw the messages and didn't stay for too long. He said his goodbye and left the friend group. Now it was Coded's turn. He saw what had happened and he was angry at Potato. Both of them started to argue about the difficulty of ToSIP. Potato claimed that despite being a mid-high extreme, as long as you have the consistency, it feels insane. Coda thinks that's way too much of a difficulty drop for an opinion, and it should at least be taken in a more relaxed way, like low extreme or something. It went back and forth like that. Z says this infamous message, saying that he doesn't understand why ToSIP has these problems. Me too. The whole discussion of what difficulty it actually is, the original win room and portal room, the inconsistent gameplay spots, things were getting out of hand. Luckily, the event died out just as quickly as it started. After some chatting in a separate server, Kyle was added back. I think Potato promised she wouldn't underrate the difficulty again, which she tends to do sometimes, but is honestly not an excuse to judge them for it. Oh well, at least the whole thing is over. 3 people bickering about a useless thing that won't even be implemented into ZToA ever is quite a peculiar moment. However, people discussing the difficulty of random towers is almost normal. Whether SOPA is extreme or terrifying, whether TOEL is insane or extreme, whether TORD is remorseless or insane, it just stays as it is, unless the tower itself is modified. This Citadel, while just being new, just caused a near split of the friend group, and that's honestly both interesting and quite concerning. But whatever the case, if I'm being honest, even to this very day, less than a year later, I really don't know why Z made that Citadel. I said it again, I know. Thanks for watching.